Welcome again to Humanities Africa. You can see we are rebranding ourselves each day. We are becoming better and better. This is Humanities Africa. And of course, my name is Katoni Kasa. I'm a Ugandan, a very Ugandan, and interested in issues human rights, and of course, interested in issues humanism. We talk about politics, economics, religion, and development. Basically, those are the issues we are interested in, and those are the issues I'm basically interested in and known for. I always want to share ideas on issues that are pertinent to me, but also things are pertinent to the humanity that we share this planet with. Now, this is HTV Africa. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel, HTV Africa. Our producer today is Brian Kabeko, based in Kenya. He's going to be showing us those links. Brian, you want to say the subscribe handle? It is Humanist TV Africa. At Humanist TV Africa, subscribe to our channel. It's on YouTube and Facebook page. This is a virtual television, which is also with actual offices, actual studios in different countries in Africa. That is our handle, Humanist TV Africa, on YouTube and Facebook. We want to encourage you to subscribe and join the people who are moving forward. Get hear things you'll never hear elsewhere, because for us, no one censors us. Interestingly, for us, no one censors us. If we decide to censor ourselves, then we're not ourselves. You want to write us, of course, write us at humanisttvafrica@proton.me. Our email is humanisttvafrica@proton.me. That is, if you want to work with us, we are looking for volunteers all over the world. We're journalists, we're a lawyer, we're a teacher, we're a professor in whatever field you have gone to school to study, you are self-educated, but you have knowledge and you want to share it with us, you're welcome. We can always give you space without paying for it. We don't need you to pay us to do this work. We don't need you to pay us to give you space. We shall simply give you space. If you want to join us, you want to talk with us, you want to share something important with the people, please simply write to us. The email is right there, humanisttvafrica@proton.me. You are going to be given a chance to volunteer with us. You're a fresh graduate from the university. You are a university student. You want to have a chance to practice what you are studying. You are a mass comm student, you are a journalist student. This is the chance to join us. Write us at humanisttvafrica@proton.me. It shall give you a chance to feature and be known for doing good without God. We are humanists, we are atheists, we are free thinkers, and we are here to share with you. Now, having said that, why Humanists TV Africa? Because we think there are things which we should share with people. We want to change attitudes. To us, that is very important. We want to change attitudes. The way people think about things, we want to change attitudes. It's a very big battle. The battle of the brain, the battle of the mind. This is why we exist. We want to have that contribution to the world we share with you. We are volunteers at the moment. This is an NGO. You may want to subscribe, but also you may want to help us open a studio by giving a donation here and there. We shall welcome you. We are a team of volunteers, over 15 people. We have studios in Kenya, 2 studios in Kenya, 4 studios in Uganda, 2 studios in Nigeria, a studio in Zambia, Zimbabwe, and a studio in the UK and a studio in the US. And we are growing. We want more studios in the US, we want more studios in South America, we want more studios in Europe. So wherever you are, Canada, Netherlands, China, Malaysia, wherever you are, write us and say, I want to open up a studio in my country and I work with you. We are definitely going to welcome you. We want to be everywhere in the world, having studios, having people saying these very things. That's why we do this work every day. Now, today is our usual program. It is KATO the Gang, where we always meet. and share ideas uncensored. I said no one censors us, and no one should dare to censor us. To speak our mind uncensored. Around the gang, that's the program that we are going to hear views you don't normally hear on your common media. Today, we are discussing a very important topic, and that is Christmas. We're asking a question: should atheists like me, humanists, celebrate Christmas? Should atheists and humanists celebrate Christmas? Because we are seeing a good number of humanistic organizations coming out praising Christmas. I find it very odd for an NGO that is humanistic to praise Christmas. I find it very odd. I'm really old fashioned. I'm really very unforgiving sometimes when I find my views contradicting with popular views. So I'm amazed when I see a humanist platform that encourages people to actually go out and celebrate Christmas. So I'm asking you a question: should atheists, humanists celebrate Christmas? Of course, some of you know my answer is no, and I'll give you why I am against that. But of course, in the studio, I have a gang which is pro, and that's okay because we always disagree to agree. We agree to disagree. We fight intellectually. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. Now, today, we are going to discuss that question: should atheists, humanists celebrate Christmas? In the studio with me is Brian Kabeko from Kenya. We have Nandip Bongfa from Nigeria, and I have Comrade Nana Kufo, the president of Ghana. That is the man, the Tarok man from Nigeria, and Nana Kufo, the man who shares a name with the president of Ghana, and he thinks maybe one day, by coincidence, he may become a president. We are going to fight today. I'm going to box you, trust me. But for the first time, not for the first time, but once in a while, we have this guy with the guy on top of my head is Brian Kabeko. He's a Kenyan guy. And yeah, has very good views, but actually he's always eluding this program. Today, he has made a miracle by featuring here. And we are going to fight intellectually and see how far it can go. In fact, since Brian is featuring for the first time on the gang, if I'm not forgetting, let us give him a chance to open up this show. The question is, should atheists, humanists celebrate Christmas? Brian Kabeko from Kenya. What's your take?
Hey, good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're watching us. My name is Brian Kabeko. I am currently tuned in from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm part of the panelists and also the producer. Although, just as Kato has said, it's rare for me to be on air, but today is a special show, and we are talking about something that I am very much interested in, and so I decided to join the gang tonight. So the question is, should atheists, humanists celebrate Christmas? For me, it's an absolutely yes. I think that atheists, humanists, like every other person, should also join the rest of the world in celebrating Christmas. But of course, not from a religious perspective, but I believe that they can celebrate it from a family perspective, because taking for example Kenya, you know, during the weekdays, not weekdays, during throughout the year, people are out there. They are people are working very far from home. Some have gone to work from as far as 500 kilometers from home. And it's only during the December holidays that these people get that opportunity to reunite with their families. So I think if there is that reunion, then there is something that is worth that celebration, because it's during December that most companies are close off for the holidays, and so people get time to reunite with their families. And also from a culture perspective, you know, here in Kenya, whether you are a Christian or not, Christmas is usually for everyone. It's usually for everyone to celebrate. So I think if you're joining in to celebrate Christmas from that perspective, that I'm reuniting with my people that I've not seen since January. So this is the only opportunity that I have. Then it calls for something to merry about, because you are seeing them. You've come home back safe and sound. There are those people who are out there. They wish that uh, at the end of the year they go home to see their people, but they couldn't make it. So it's for me, I think it's a festive that we should all embrace, although from a different perspective. And also we can also use this holiday to try and also give those people who are in need a sense of family and belonging, because it's right now people are going to meet their families. We are atheists and humanists. We can decide that, okay, now let us go and meet those street children. Let us go and visit those people in prisons. It's something that it depends on where you stand. But if you are looking at it from a family perspective and cultural perspective, yeah, then it's okay. We humans, we can decide that, okay, let's go and sit with those people at the prison there. Let us give them that sense of belonging, so that they can also feel that there are people outside there who care about them. Let us go to hospitals. Let us be with those people. Let us visit those street children. So for me, I think we can all celebrate Christmas regardless of our religious perspectives. The only difference comes is, how are you celebrating it? Are you going to church? Of course, that's not the way an atheist or a humanist should celebrate their Christmas. Are you going to the mosque? No. But if you're celebrating your Christmas by reuniting with your friends, your family, those who are underprivileged, then it's very much okay. In fact, that's the best thing you can do during this festive season. And talking about that, we are, even here in Kenya, we have organized ourselves. Tomorrow we are visiting an orphanage. We are going to celebrate with those children. And you see, that's the kind of Christmas that I marry, because it's all about being happy, doing good things, and giving people hope, so that they can say that despite everything that is happening in the world, we still have good people. But the fact that you're an atheist doesn't mean that you become so rigid to other things. No, you can't be an atheist, but you're celebrating Christmas. But we all have different perspectives. So it depends, how are you viewing it? But from where I stand, anyone can celebrate Christmas. Just the same way we Christians, we can also celebrate Eid. It doesn't matter. What matters is, how are you celebrating it? Sorry?
You said you Christians with a slip of a tongue.
That is a slip of a tongue. What I meant is that even during the Eid celebrations, I've seen that not only Muslims, even Christians do celebrate, especially in Kenya. Those are the Hindus. They also celebrate. So it's just a special day to be with the people that you care and love the most. Be with your friends. You know, doing good stuff. That's how I view it. But I don't view it from a perspective that I'm celebrating Christmas because there is a certain Jewish man in Israel that was born on that particular day. No, I'm celebrating it because I see it as an opportunity to reunite with my friends, to reunite with my family, because throughout the year we are outside there. And it's only during the December that we get that opportunity to go back home. So if we are going back home to see the people that we haven't seen in over 10 months, why not? Does it not call for a celebration? That's how I see it from a social point of view.
Thank you, sir. I have a problem with you, of course, and people think like you. But let me first listen to this Tarok man from Nigeria. Nandip, what's your take? Nandip, put your volume. We cannot hear you. We can't hear you, Nandip. Nandip, you have muted yourself. I don't know how to tell you.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. So sorry that when Brian he's talking, I keep on, laughing. That doesn't mean that I didn't kind of understand or feel what he's saying. We humanists and atheists, we have different perspective about this thing called Christmas celebration. So my name is Nandip Andrew Bongfa. Bongfa is my grandfather's name. He died many years ago. I have never seen him. And my grandfather is a traditionalist, of which my father also is also a traditionalist too. And then I become a Christian in 1994 when my mother forced me to be baptized during my kind of I'm almost an adult. That is almost 14 years. That is adult. They give me adult baptism in Catholic Church. So, to my background, I don't know much about Christianity until when I reach a certain age, and that particular period of time, I'll also be initiated into what is called traditional kind of belief, of which the traditional people, you have to reach a certain age before you'll be initiated into kind of the belief of the Tarok people. To tell you that I have I've been initiated into two beliefs, that is Christianity and the tradition. Now, let me go back to our main topic of the day, which is the should atheists and humanists celebrate Christmas? To me, Christmas has been kind of a pagan celebration for centuries. But many centuries ago or many years ago, the Christians have already, taken that away from us. That is, people that believe in the traditional belief, and then they kind of colonize that into their the kind of celebration that the Christmas is mainly or solemnly belongs to the Christians. So, should atheists and humanists celebrate Christmas? My answer is no. In the sense that we, humanists and atheists, we are not Christians. We, atheists and humanists, we are never Christians. We are trying to kind of grab this celebration away from them and give it back to the traditionalists. Because Christians, they are fraud. I can call them, they are thieves. They copy or they take away something that doesn't even belong to them and make it to theirs. A proper, reasonable person in the 21st century cannot celebrate Christmas. What is Christmas? According to the Christian definition of according to Christian definition of Christmas, is the birthday of Jesus Christ. The question I have to ask the Christian is: have they seen Jesus Christ? The answer is no. Have every December 25th, as Jesus Christ come to them, they will say no, but it's a symbolic, put that in mind, symbolic celebration of the birth of Christ. That's what they always said. So now, if atheists and humanists celebrate Christmas, that means we don't know what we are even doing in the first place. That means we are keying to what the Christians are doing. That is the falsehood. That is the lies. That is the fraud they are giving to the world. And the atheists and humans are supposed to stand and defend that, and they are now the people that they are kind of supporting that. Does that make sense to a reasonable person that reads science in this years and age in the 21st century? That doesn't make sense to a reasonable person. So humanists and atheists should not celebrate Christmas. We have a lot of days to celebrate. Birthday, I've told you yesterday that my birthday is 29th of May. every 29th is my birthday. So why would I go and celebrate a birthday of a fictional person that never existed in history, of which I have my own birthday? That during my birthday, KATO always send me message congratulating me, wishing me well. Then I'll reply him, yes, thank you, comrade, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm happy that this is the year, this is my age now. And the same thing with Nana, also send me a birthday message. Say, but if you send Jesus Christ a birthday message on the 25th of December, is it going to kind of reply to you? Let's ask people that celebrate Christmas. Now, Nana, comrade KATO, and then our new comrade here now. I'm happy to see Brian. You know, he has been doing very marvelous work to us on the background in this KATO the Gang. You know, if someone come to this kind of program that is KATO the Gang, you have to kind of prepare himself very, very well. Because we have different view and different opinion. We are all one. But we bash in every one of us. At last, we know that we learn from each and every one of us, from our kind of speech. I really appreciate this KATO and the Gang. I kind of coach Brian to continue to join us. Yes, please, Brian. And I'm not happy that I didn't see Mabu. You know, you always come and disappear, always come and disappear. Please, come the KATO, find out what is his problem. If it is network, please let us arrange so that we can support him in the network issue so that we can be always here. So, any humanists and atheists that support Christmas, that means that person is supporting Christianity. That is my own conclusion on this topic and debate in this particular point in time. That means that person doesn't have a complete kind of a feeling about humanism, that this person that we have been in kind of forced into Africans. We are talking about Africans now because we are Humanist TV Africa. We are talking about Africans now. So this Jesus Christ that is Caucasians, that never existed and being forced to us, and we African kind of try to kind of push and sell him to the other world. Other people will see us that it's like our brain has been boiled in a pot or in a water that has 100 degrees Celsius. That's why we didn't even think very well. Remember, these same Christians that came into Africa take our ancestors away into slavery, into America, Mexico, and then some of them decided to go into what they are in 80. This Akon, this musician Akon 80. I don't want to because my so they are there and they are practicing what voodoo mostly came from Nigeria, the Yoruba people. So the 80 people practice voodoo. That is a kind of a traditional way of kind of communicating with a doll or a grieving image to tell them what it's supposed to be. Now, celebrating Christmas as an atheist or humanist, to me, is completely doesn't make any sense to a reasonable person. We, atheists and humanists, we are trying to liberate or kind of free our people, that is the Africans, from the shackle, from the shackle of imperialists. I know, Comrade Nana, you are boiling now. Do you want to kind of understand? Just be patient. Very, very soon I can conclude so that you can attack me, no problem. But allow me to, Comrade Nana, you are just shaking your head. Don't worry. And Brian KATO, I say Brian, just listen. Now,
Sandeep, your time is over.
We're supposed not to celebrate
I would have
Christmas as atheists and humanists. This is my conclusion because we have another round to come on. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandeep. You see why I call you Sandeep? Because you are the gatekeeper of the tarot. But the problem you have, Can you mute yourself, Nandi? The problem you have is that you love your talk and you don't want to stop. You have talked for 12 minutes, but that's okay. But I have to make one correction in what you have said, and I've been saying it over and over. Humanist TV Africa, we are using the word Africa symbolically because all of us are Africans. Whether you are an Asian, whether you're Caucasian, all of us are Africans technically. So it's not a TV for Africans. We are using the word Africa symbolically. You can look at our lineup, even the history of this TV. It was Linda Tilly, the Caucasian, and me behind it. So this is our TV. It's all of us. You don't use it Africa to mean black people, no. In fact, someone was blackmailing me 5 days ago. A friend of mine in the US wanted me to help lazy Africans. When I refused, he said, you hate yourself. I have his messages. Because I refused to help lazy Africans. I told him, not because someone has my color, that I have an obligation to help them. No. If they're hopeless, if they're arrogant, if they're ignorant, if they don't know how to approach people, I will not help them simply because we share the same pigment. That is wrong. And that's not me. That's not how I work. Now, having said that, I want to give a chance to my brother Nana. Actually, today, before I go there, today I don't drink alcohol, but I want to learn. Next year, please, all of you pray for me. I start taking some alcohol. Today, I came with sweps because I was motivated. Because Nandip always challenges me with a hero, which is the beer. So my beer today is a soft drink called Sweps. I used to take it when I was in Africa. So I found it in the supermarket today, and I said, why not? So this is my alcohol today, but still it's a soft drink. So I'm learning slowly. Hey, even Nana has a drink. All of you guys have beers. Now I have to find out beating you at your game. I have.
Yes. Brian, where is your own? Brian, where is your drink?
Brian even it came with my water, but also today I bought something soft. But I'm going to learn. There's no way I'm going to be taking alcohol and I don't take it. You have bad influence on my life. So next year, maybe that's the biggest resolution I'm going to do, taking alcohol. Having said that, let us listen to Comrade Nana. Nana Kufo, sir, what are you talking about this? Of course, I know a line of argument, but I respect it. Go ahead. Nana, we can't hear you.
Yes, I muted myself. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Comrade KATO, and thank you very much, Comrade Namdev. I was about to go straight to Comrade Namdev, but let me deal with Comrade KATO before. You know, from yesterday, you see, Comrade KATO has softened a bit. That is why he has set this New Year's resolution that he wants to take some small alcohol so that he will wind down. So that yes. So yes. I've seen that he has realized human beings we are, you have to come to our level. You know that was why Charles Darwin, Karl Marx, Einstein, those guys, they didn't have friends. They didn't have friends. They were always alone because they took this world so serious. So I'm really glad.
Me, I listen. You are me, but I'm giving you time. Go ahead.
So I'm so glad you realize you have to soften down because the kind of brain you have to go and meet extraterrestrials. They can deal with you. That's algebraic expressions. You take your beer, you become cool, you become less intelligent, and you'll be able to mix with the people. So let me go back to my brother Nandip. Nandip lied a lot today. Lies. You are just behaving like the Christians and the Muslims. Because they know if they lie to their God will not kill them. So they lie for Jesus, they lie for God. That it's the same trend you are following, because you are an unbeliever. You are trying so hard to make things. You see, you are just behaving like the Christians, because they know if they lie to God, God will say, "Oh, after all, he is lying on my behalf." So it is not a lie anymore. You see, what I'm saying is, as Richard Dawkins, in one of his book, he said, traditionally, he's a tradition Christian, because he was raised with, though the father and the mom were, I think they were atheists, but he was raised in a Christian dominated environment. So the ethics, the morality, though the ethics and the morality, we all have it in our various cultures, but we have this Christian dominated upbringing that I think we were all brought up into. Most of us were brought up into it. So no wonder most of even humanist atheists also cherish Christianity, because it has been part of us. It has been a culture. This thing, yeah. You have Jews who are atheists, yet when they go to their homeland, they go to their family and they have this Jewish Judaism food. They eat Judaism incantation and clothing they wear. If it's not as if they wear it, they are promoting Judaism, but it makes them feel like culturally that is the thing. You see, so it's not something too hard to grasp. If you set the hate against religion aside, you can also see some nuances of beautification religion also brings to the fore. You see something like music. That's why I was talking about the Christmas carols. Comrade Kato, how do you feel when in the morning you hear jingle bells, jingle all the way? You feel so damn good. Wow. You see, you feel so damn good. Like, yeah, I'm also alive. You see, so it's nothing. It's not a. It's not. I mean, you shouldn't take that hard. The fact still remain: Christianity is a scam. Jesus Christ never existed. Um, Religion is just opium of the masses. Is a control tool used by leaders to control common people. Yes, we all agreed that that is how it is. But religious people are also our family. They are our people. If religious people, if let's say, for example, if God indeed exists and the rapture comes and he takes all religious people away from this planet, leaving atheists, I don't think we will be happy. We will be a bunch of stone-hearted people moving around this planet with. You see, we need religious people to see how dumb some people are too. You see, everything happens for a reason. You see, so if religious people are taken away from this planet, we will not be happy. All these fine religious women, if they are all taken away from our land, where will we be going? So we also need them. So in as much as we also they also need us, we have to compromise. And it is through these festivities that sometimes we compromise. You see, like we have so many festivities here in Kumasi, and when you go, people don't ask, are you Muslim, are you an atheist, are you Christian, because they drink a lot and you also drink alongside with them. Then what happens. You see, so if you go and tell her Jesus never existed, Christmas is a bullshit, no, you won't get the sort of happiness you are supposed to get. So we have to calm down. Let's set the religious differences aside and celebrate with them. When I really love the Muslim, is it the Eid al-Fitr? Yeah, Eid al-Fitr, where they cook a lot of food and kill a lot of cattle. And yes, if you are living in a Muslim community, I used to live once in a Muslim community, and that particular day we have loads of food, meat. So I always wanted that festivities to come along. When I was a kid living, we call it Zongo here in Ghana. Zongo, living in the Zongo community. So it's fun, it's good. You have to enjoy why it lasts. But I'm really glad you've made up your mind 2024. There is this adage in Ghana, we say you too for na mo ntia. Yes, we are the humejim. Say you too for na mo ntia. Yes, we are the humejim. To wait, if we advise you and you don't take the advice, you also take part in what you are doing. It is something that we say in Ghana. If an elder advises you that stop chasing women and you don't listen to the elder also takes part in chasing the women. And who is going to advise the other? Nobody. You see, so if we've been advising these Christians for so many years, they are not listening that Christmas is a pagan and they are always happy they are celebrating it. So we too, because they are not taking our advice, we too will enjoy it with them, whether they like it or yes. You see, and this is how society is supposed to be. You have to, if you are defeated, then you put your ego aside, you put your hate, you put everything aside, then you dance to the tune of the winner. It makes the world go on. But if you say no, I will not agree, I live to fight another day, so I will fight you every day. You see, we wouldn't have a peaceful world. So what I'm telling my fellow humanists and fellow atheists is that no, they should calm down. They should get something, nice beer like yours to drink. If they can get some small herbs to smoke so that they can calm down. It will calm down their ego, because if you smoke some small marijuana, you will forget your God, you forget your degrees, you forget so many other things. You come back to the people. You see, so we have to also think outside the box for somewhere, and not always like things have been set in stone. Things have not been set in stone. We are human beings and we can change things whenever, wherever you like. So as my comrade Brian was saying, it's a time where we put our differences together, the family comes together, we enjoy, we buy for everybody. We buy for the Muslim, we buy for the Christian, we enjoy, we kiss our women, we drink our alcohol, we misbehave as human beings are supposed to do.
Brian is laughing because we said we kiss our women. Brian is even laughing because we said we kiss our women.
Because it's part of it. It's part of it. So you have to misbehave one way or the other. Somehow you have to misbehave. Either than that, you die with your organs intact. Who want to die with his liver working 100%, with his heart working 100%? You have to. Something must kill a man. You see, you have to make sure when you are going to the grave, everything you have used everything to your fulfillment. Then you can go in peace.
I cannot keep on laughing.
Okay, thank you. Let me end here.
At the same time, you annoy me. It's an oxymoron, honestly. You make me laugh. At the same time, you are annoying me. You people, you infidels, you heathens, Nana and Kabeko, Nana of Ghana and Kabeko of Kenya, you have spoiled all my moods today. You see, I came even with a resolution that maybe next year I should start taking some beers, because these people, every time you feel like I'm left out, you say I'm lonely, oh, I'm what? You call me all sorts of names because I'm not taking alcohol. Okay, I may try to join your club, but not on your own terms of coming here and say something must kill a man. There's no you can die with your lungs intact. There's no you can die with your liver intact. Do you know that I want to donate my organs? That's why I'm preserving my organs. For you are smoking yourselves to dust. You are drinking like frogs, you know. Now, because I told you I'm going to start drinking next year, taking alcohol, all of you are happy. Okay, it's my resolution for now, but I may change tonight. You never know. Now, on a serious note, you guys have annoyed me on a very serious note. You people, Kabeko of Kenya and Nana of Ghana, have done a very big disservice to me today. How can you say here that, you see, Christmas culture is good? We need to continue embracing it, because it gives us a time to meet our people. You people, you must be lazy kind of fellas. You must be too lazy to think that Romans must create for you a season where you go and meet your relatives and be happy. Number two, you are calling it a culture that you cannot break. You see, it has been there. Don't be conservative. Yes, I'm conservative. People telling me that. That's why I haven't been taking alcohol. I'm very conservative. I know myself. I'm radical. I'm militant sometimes. Yes, those are my weaknesses. But I tell you, for me to accept you people, you humans, you're not alone, by the way. I must say that about 90% of humans, including that Dawkins we talked about, all of them praise Christmas. But I don't feel so sad for them. I feel sorry for them because of their upbringing, which they have failed to outgrow. Yeah, Dawkins and people like you failed to outgrow a few things. Because if you tell me that up to now, you are even willing, like Dawkins one day said, I think, that is even willing to go to church on a Christmas and listen to music. I've read his books. And I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Yes, I love some Christian music. But there's no way I can go to church to listen to that damn music. If I want to listen to it as a writer, I write music personally, I can be in my home and listen to it. There's no way I can even go to church to listen to it. Now, imagine, let us think together. A person like Richard Dawkins going to church on a Christmas that is going to listen to Christian music. That because in this kind of world, that is tolerance. I mean, where is the line? How draw the line? How do you see me going back to church that I want to listen to their music? So I give them company, and I give them authority over me, and I give them satisfaction to think that actually whatever they are doing is fine. No. I know the dangers of Christianity in my country. I know the dangers of Islam in my country. There's no way I can go ahead and celebrate their day and actually show them that I'm part of them. I must be, something must be wrong with me. There's something which you people must not forget. You haven't outgrown a few things in yourself. Can you imagine Nana said that some Jews may be atheists, but when they go to Jerusalem, when they go to Israel, they can actually put on t-shirts that promote Judaism. What kind of confusion is that? You even mentioned some names of artists who put on. Now, think about a man like me, who is known to be an atheist, unapologetically atheist. Tomorrow I put a t-shirt and say, Jesus Christ is my hero. Think about it, Nana, for a second. Brian, tomorrow I put on a t-shirt that says, Jesus Christ is my hero. Or Christmas is fine. Or Merry Christmas. Me. I put on a t-shirt. Me. I send you a card, Brian, because I want to make you happy. And I tell Happy Christmas, Brian. Me, from me. Because I want to make you happy. You. Oh, because I want to make my mother happy. I send her a message. Happy Christmas, mother. I've never. The best I can tell my mother is happy holidays. Because I've told her I don't believe in those damn days. You are free to have your days. I'm not against them, but there's no way I'm going to promote it. Brian and Nana, I have children. My children are being indoctrinated the same way I was when I was a child. Well, because my children go to Christian schools, okay? Now, Christian schools and the mother of my children have spoiled my children. They are damaging their thinking because she takes them to church, which I refused and she refused. But because I wanted us to have peace, I said, okay, have your way. Maybe my time will come. You get it, Nadip? So my children go to church, my children go to Christian schools, and my children think that Jesus Christ is real. Yet, I know these are lies. Now, you want me to write a Christmas card, and I send it to my children and say them, Happy Christmas. Me, to comment, to continue cementing that foolery. The best I tell them always is, enjoy your holidays, happy holidays. They are telling me, Daddy, happy Christmas. I said, no, for me, there's no Christmas, it is holidays. Now, you guys, why is it so hard for you to understand that you can promote a holiday season minus promoting the religious aspect of it? What's wrong with you to understand that there's no way I'm going to stand up, me as KATO Mukas, and promote Christianity on any page of mine, that I'm going to send money to people to go and celebrate a day that never was? I don't send the money because I don't send it. Even when I have it, I don't. But now, luckily, I don't even have it. So I'm not sending anything. But even if I had it, I wouldn't send it. Because I tell them, if you're talking about Christmas, please forego it. Talk about New Year's Day, maybe. We can listen to that. Now, in conclusion, people, I want us to be the umbrellas of free thinking. There is no way we are going to say that we are changing people's thinking when we are cementing it. When you, Brian, and your wife are going to church on Monday, oh, you're actually telling her, please go to church, please go to church, please go to church, happy Christmas. Tell her, I know you're a Christian, but this is my stand. I'm not a Christian. You have the freedom to go and worship. This is what I say to whoever is with me and is a Christian. Please, it's your choice. I'm not against you celebrating, but don't drive me into your choice. Don't make me part of your choices. Don't make me part of your dreams of Christianity and the lies behind it. That's why I tell my relatives, do not send me a message of happy Christmas. I always tell them, please don't send me a message of happy stupidity Christmas. Don't. And number two, don't ask for money from me. Do you know me? For many years, I don't send money for Christmas. I don't. But because my children are biased, because of their mother, because of their school, I may end up buying them a dress. Yes, and I tell them this dress is because you studied so well, because it's always in third term. They are joining a new class. So I'll never tell them I'm buying a cross for Christmas. I tell them I'm buying a dress because you passed well. So it's up to say it's a Christmas dress, but for me, I'm saying it's a gift because you passed well. Because I want you to join when you are happy. I will never promote Christmas in my family, never. But why? Because I want to break the culture of stupidity. That when I was growing up, I saw families where women in the 80s, Brian, I know you were not there in the 80s, but I know Nandipo was there. Nandipo in the 80s, in our villages, women would leave homes because a man has not bought a gomes. A gomes is the traditional attire for women. The women would leave a house, marriage, they would leave marriage because the husband failed to buy that gomes. Because the husband failed to give them money to make hair, money to buy shoes on a Christmas day. She forgets that they have been together for 12 months. The man was doing his best, but the day that moment, that man fails to buy her a Gomez, that special dress, special shoes, and a bag, a woman is going to leave. They are divorcing. Now look at the commercialization of Christianity, Christmas. Now, do you want me with my brain to continue cementing that stupidity? To continue promoting it, to send my mother money for Christmas, to send my stepmother money for Christmas, my siblings? How? I'll tell them, I don't believe in that day. If you want to go and celebrate, it's on you, not on me. I don't send anyone money. And that's me, they know it. I've set my record straight. Even when I was in Uganda, I don't send money because of Christmas, because I don't celebrate it. Now, I'm not against you celebrating it, but I'm against you promoting it. That's why we differ. You promoting it and say, it's fine, let us go and celebrate. What are you celebrating? So, Brian, I know you're disagreeing with me. Back to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Comrade Kato. Thank you for. I've heard very closely what you've been saying, and I've been trying to even note some points down. I think to be fair enough, when I started my argument on this particular topic, I was very particular as to why I am of the opinion that atheists and humanists can celebrate Christmas. So there is a difference between promoting it and actually just celebrating it. Let me bring something to your attention. Now, let's look at Kenya as an example. Kenya is a very religious country. Currently, basing on the current census that was done, we have the Christians and Muslims. There are so many. Although I know we have atheists who haven't come out. So when I come into this argument, I'm coming into this argument as a humanist, as a secular humanist, not just as an atheist. One thing I always insist whenever there is an argument like this one is that humanists are not anti-religion. We humanists are supposed to be the linkage between the non-religious and the religious, because I believe a humanist can also be different from an atheist, because for an atheist, it's just about not believing in God. But we humanists, we go beyond the non-believing in deities. That's why we have something, the 10 commitments to living a humanist life. And one of the commitments that I noted there, I was just looking at it, is the empathy. You know, as humanists, we have to be empathetic towards other people. Just because you don't believe in somebody's religion doesn't mean you look down upon them. You can also, that's why I was talking about that thing of sense of belonging. You can just support them.
Too bad.
Okay, sorry. Am I now very audible?
And repeat what you have just, because we didn't hear anything.
Okay, so this is what I was saying. I was saying that as a humanist, I'm looking at it at this argument from in this perspective. I could be celebrating Christmas, but I'm not promoting or encouraging the religious aspect of it. Why am I saying that? Here in Kenya, most companies, in fact, all companies and all employers, they only give their employees a break during the December holidays, and this Christmas falls in the December holidays. So this is a very important month for many of us, not because we believe in Jesus Christ, but because this is the time where we are going home to reunite with our people. And if I'm going home and I've been away for those 10 months, I have something to celebrate. I'm not celebrating because I'm celebrating Jesus in particular. No, I'm celebrating this festive season because it has given me an opportunity to be with those people that I care and love, that I didn't have that privilege to be with them. So it's worth celebrating. And again, Just as I was saying when I started, humanists are not anti-religious. So if my Muslim friend there is celebrating Eid al-Fitr and invites me and tell me, you know what, Brian, can you join my family as we are celebrating Eid? I'm not going there because I want to promote that religion. I'm going there because that is my friend. He has called me. I can't turn off. If I have time, I'll go there. I'll sit with him and his family, and we celebrate. So I'm looking at it from this aspect, the aspect of family, reunion, and at least trying to show people that in as much as I don't believe in whatever you are doing, I'm still human. We can always mingle together. We can do stuff together. So I don't have to be like, you know what, I'm a humanist. So anything that has to do with the religion, I'm not going. Just for example, Kato, you have, let me say, where you are working. You have a colleague who is a Christian, because I want to believe not all your friends are atheists. You also have friends who are Christians. Now, your friend is having a wedding, and he invites you and tells you, you know what, Kato, you are my colleague and you're also my friend. I'm getting married on such and such a date. Can you come over? Just because it's being done in a church, will you not go?
I'll go.
Yeah. So what the point I'm making is this: just because you are participating in something doesn't mean you are encouraging that thing, but you are only displaying the human side of you. Because atheists, humanists, Christians, Muslims, we are all human beings. So there is that something that is bringing us together, and that's why I insisted that it is the motive or the aspect at which you are looking at it. Why am I celebrating this Christmas? Am I celebrating this Christmas because Jesus Christ was born in Israel? No, I'm celebrating this Christmas because it's the only time that I have an opportunity to be with my family, and it's
Thank
the
you.
only. It's okay.
Your time is over, sir. Thank you so much. Not because you have won anything, but your time is just over. We have 2 minutes to go. Brian, and people think like you, including Nana. If you read employment law, if you're working for a serious company, you must have a break in your contract. Let me repeat it for you people from a legal perspective. If you were working for a serious company, like HTV, we're going to be a serious company tomorrow once we streamline everything. We have to give our workers days off. We don't need to wait for December. It's breaking the law. You have to give them consistently days off. I work with an NGO in Newcastle. Some of you know, all of you know here, those guys I work with at HTV. The NGO I work with in Newcastle gives her employers day offs as often as possible. Sometimes I even think that my supervisor is always on the holiday. I'm telling you, that's how good the working environment is in the UK. That she's always, almost always, every after like 2 months, she's off for a holiday. Now, you Africans, because you have been conditioned to think about December, even your hopelessness in your companies work like that. You wait for until December. The point I'm making is, I'm just giving an example of a company I work with in Newcastle, which gives her staff, I call it the company her, okay, you can say its staff, routine holidays, 2 weeks off. They don't wait for December because a worker gets tired. Now, if you give me a break, I use that break to go and meet my mother, to go and meet my relatives. I don't have the excuse of Nana and Brian Kadeko, who says, you see, for us workers, we only wait for December. I know, but I'm saying hopelessness in Africa. Workers must be given routine breaks. because they are human beings, not machines. So that argument is nullified because of stupidity in work employment, work laws in Africa. They are inhuman completely. So never
Kato,
give
let
me
me
an
just break.
wait.
No.
Never give me an excuse that because your company says yes, it does say so. But I've given an example of healthy companies, how they work. They don't wait for December. Yesterday,
Okay.
I sent you. Yesterday, wait 1 minute. Yesterday, I sent you a poster from the NGO I work with. What was it saying? They are having only 2 days of break off. You saw it on the platform. If you read it, only 2 days. We are having only 2 days of break off because we work with people who need our services. You understand? So Africans want to go to holiday for how many weeks? 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Lazy twats. Africans, lazy people. Lazy. You are lazy. Unless you change your work policies, you remain behind. You are going to waste 2 weeks of celebrating, eating all you have. Tomorrow be crying, poverty, poverty, poverty. What?
Comrade Kato, my submission.
Go back. You can talk now. I'm quiet. I'm quiet now.
Okay. Just before Nana, you come in. Let me just make something clear. Kato has talked about the leave and off days. Of course, every company, even where I work, we have an annual leave of up to 21 days. There is that maternal leave you can take. But now, what happens is this. You know, we are living in a very busy. Our lives are usually busy. So I could have I might have taken a leave today. I go home. My children are still in school because here in Kenya, most schools, the only time that these schools are closed are during the April or the December holidays. Now, what happens is this. You've taken your leave. That's very fine. You're going home. But you go home, it's only you and your mom. Your brothers, they are still at work. But what makes December holidays very special is that during that time, the one week off period that people are being given, it's the only time that most of us, in fact, almost all of us, because even where I'm staying here right now, it's like I'm the only person that has remained in these apartments. But almost everyone has gone to up country. So it's only during this time that most of the people can be found at home. But we do have leave days. I'll give credit. I won't take that credit away from our employers. The only problem is that you could come home and you find there is nobody home because your brother, your sister is at work, or your child who is in boarding school is in school. So that leave, it's like it's a waste because you're alone. You can't see your friends. Your friends are busy at work. So the only time you can unite is during these holidays, the December, the Eid holidays, and these are special national holidays because it's the only common time we are all home.
Thank you, sir. Now let us go back to Nana. And Nandip, sir. Nandip, conclude.
No. Oh, it left me.
Nana is coming. After Nandip, Nana is coming. After Nandip, you will come in and conclude. Nandip first, Nana last.
Comrade Katu. Thank you. When Comrade Brian is talking to his own excuses on, I couldn't agree with it in the sense that we are Africans and this celebration of the Christmas, is not part of us. So why can't we kind of create our own kind of holidays that we will know that yes, this is the time that we can be able to get our children back at home, our family member back at home, our brothers back at home, so that we can be able to see them, and celebrate together. Not Christmas, you have to make sure that you talk to your government, to your House of Reps, your representatives, senators, so that this thing about Christmas should be changed to our own African way of doing things. Now, I heard Comrade Nana talking about why
Nana, if you can hear me.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Now speak,
Yes.
please.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you speak.
Yes, good. My comrade, my new comrade, Brian. Let me
Nandip, your
join
network.
the real. Yes, I can hear you. Can you
We
hear
are going to put you off because your network is bad.
me?
Now, Nana, conclude, please. Nana, conclude.
Hello.
Thank you, Comrade Kato.
Hello.
And
Hello.
there's
Hello.
this.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
Na-
Right.
Nandip,
Yes. I'm
Nandip,
still on.
bad.
Yes.
I'm just putting.
I'm still on mic. I'm still on mic. Yes.
Nandip,
Yes. I'm
2
still on
minutes.
mic. Yes. 2 minutes. Good. Yes. You see, when comrade Nana and Brian are talking, humanists and atheists, we have to understand one thing. That's what is called agnostics. Agnostics is people that stand in the fence. They are not an atheist or they are not Christians. So I believe these two, they are, sorry to use this word, they are agnostics. Because they supported Christmas so much. To me, to my own discrimination, they are agnostics. So, Comrade Nana, stop laughing, and Comrade Brian, you guys are agnostics. We atheists and humanists, we don't celebrate Christmas. Yes, thank you. let them defend themselves. They are agnostics, according to me. Yes, they are
Thank you,
agnostics.
sir. Thank you, sir. They are lost sheep all. Anyway, let us go back
yes,
to Nana. Nana,
yes,
lost
yes,
sheep.
yes.
Please give it.
I've loved this conversation. And when Comrade Kato was pushed against the wall, he used his law technicalities to overrule and to try to pin us, because there was nowhere Brian said or I said we are promoting Christianity. So you are
But
using
it's not
the law
Christianity,
tactics to
but
come and
what is
defeat us here.
promoting Christianity.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that. We
You are
were
promoting
talking. No, we were talking about the humanistic aspect of it, of humans coming together, whether it is Christmas, whether humans, sharing, caring, it is humanism. You see, it brings back to the ideology of the analogy of when people say, if you say LGBT is all right for them, you are promoting it, or if you say LGBTQ people should be
don't
people should leave
confuse
them
the two.
alone, you are
Don't
part
confuse
of
the
them.
two.
This is
Don't
the
confuse
same
the
argument.
two different.
This is the same trajectory you want to take, but we won't allow you. We won't allow you to bully us with your law technicalities. We are talking about love, and it baffles me, and I'm even wondering how a
Nana,
stone-hearted, cold.
conclude. Nana, we are off time. We are 10
Yes,
minutes past our time. I give you 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds to conclude.
I see. My conclusion is watch Humanist TV, and Humanists love everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Kabeko, Brian, you have 1 minute to conclude.
Sorry, I
Brian,
didn't get
you
you
have 1
clear.
minute to conclude.
My conclusion here is we all can celebrate this festive. What matters is how are you celebrating it, and
Disagree.
what are you doing during those celebrations? Thank you.
Thank you. I disagree with you 100%. Of course, I won't allow Nandip to conclude because we'll speak for another hour. Dennis, can you please give me the quotations I've been reading? I want to do justice and read them. One of them was from Dennis. Another one was from Christ. I think someone is called Chris or Christ. May I have those comments? I read them. Then said, Christmas sucks. Whoever is responsible for it should be nailed onto a wooden cross. No, don't use a wooden cross to nail the fake person who made Christmas. Let us use iron bars and iron. Let us not even use nails. Let us use iron to nail whoever brought Christianity to Africa. Whoever brought that to Dennis, I agree with you. But I want to even say a wooden cross will be so lenient. We have to use iron bars. Thank you so much, Dennis. Another comment from Christ. There was a Christ. Christ brings a sword, said, I'm a Christian, and I know Christmas is a pagan holiday that has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. The guy is right. Then he says, I don't care about Christmas any tiny bit. Now look at this guy who is a Christian, doesn't even care. But look at this confused humanists I have in the studio. Look at these confused humanists. You people, you are lukewarm humanists, confused. Like these other criminals I see in the UK. You are like them, confused completely. I should stop here because I'm going to be calling with everyone. I'm having my thoughts. I'll be learning how to take years next year. See you tomorrow. The quarrel continues. Bye-bye.